Okay, so with this exercise, we're working on our shoulder mobility. Now, the key is the setup for this. So a lot of times when someone's working this motion, they'll try to work their shoulder mobility, but they're going to arch their lower back and flare their ribs, because when they do that, it gives them a little bit more room and it makes the going up and down with your arms a lot easier. But that's cheating. We don't want to give up our core. All throughout life, we want shoulder mobility while also having a strong core that's anatomically balanced. So we're going to practice with that same thing in mind. So first thing is the setup of the core. We want that belt buckle up, lower back crushing the floor position. We want our rib cage down, not flaring up like this. And then we want to bring our arms out like so. And throughout the motion, as much as possible, we want to try to keep our hand and most of our forearm flush against the floor as we're sliding up and down. So we're going to start like so. Core is engaged, taking deep breaths. And then we're going to slide up, trying to straighten our elbows as much as possible, not shrugging our shoulders, keeping our shoulders away from our ears. And then we're going to slide back down as much as possible. Again, not arching our back. Taking good deep breaths. Now, as you're doing this, let's say you find that one shoulder's much tighter than the other. Let's say in this case it would be my right shoulder. I would relax my left hand and I'd work on this motion just with my right arm. And over time, hopefully I'd find it loosens up. And as I feel like it caught up with my left, I'd bring it back and do both again. So it's really up to you how you work on it, one arm versus two. Another thing you could do to make this more challenging is, right now my feet are on the floor, my knees are bent. But I could also straighten my legs out like so, because when I do that, it puts more pressure on my core to keep my back flat. From this straight leg position, our body's going to want to really arch our lower back. So we're going to try to prevent that from happening. So belt buckles up, core is on, and the same thing. We slide up and down, keeping our core on. So it's really up to you and your preference and how you're feeling. One arm versus two, bent legs versus straight.